Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and right now we're going to talk about all the new and exciting places coming to the Wildwoods for the 2021 summer season. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So this off-season here in the Wildwoods have been insane. There's been so much construction and so many new businesses coming here, I figured why don't we go ahead and put a little video together talking about all these new places. Now, if you're joining us on wildwoodvideoarchive.com, I'm going to go ahead and put an entire list of these places with a link you can click, which will take you to our original article kind of talking about everything. Now, if you're on, say, YouTube at Wildwood Video Archive, I'll put that link in the description below. That way you can go ahead, click that link, get to that website, and check out these places. That way, when you come down the shore for this summer season, you can go ahead and visit all these amazing places. Now, we're going to start this list in North Wildwood and make our way south to the crest. So let's get started. We're going to start off on Walnut Street at the Inlet on Old, because first thing is that they actually have a new name. It's called just the Inlet now. They're going through this massive transformation where they're rebranding, and not only are they rebranding their name, but they're also redoing the entire lower bar section. That's right, they right now in the process of ripping out the entire lower section, and we have some of the mock-up photos to share with you guys, and I think it's going to look great. Take a look. We're now moving south just one block to First and Old New Jersey Avenue to the establishment. Well, unfortunately, the establishment is no longer around, and so there's a new bar moving in called Curran's, and you may know that name because they have their original location in Philadelphia. So this is going to be a nice little branch out from there. Currently, they're working on the floors. No signs have been hung yet, but it's going to be a nice little place to stop by when you need a drink. As we continue our tour, we're moving one block to the east to the North Wildwood Lighthouse and Gardens, because this off-season, Public Works has been doing such a fantastic job on the groundkeeping. The city did a massive project on the grounds where they hired an outside consultant to come in and find all of these invasive plant species and get them removed. The main reason behind this is so that the natural vegetation can come out. Now, on top of all of this construction, they are also giving us a brand new entrance into the lighthouse from the seawall. And while they're almost done that, there's still a lot of work being done on the gardens. If you go to visit, you'll see a bunch of orange cones laying around. Don't worry, they're working on it so that it's going to be beautiful by springtime. We're now moving over to 7th and New Jersey Avenue, which was the old West and Cole's Cookery. Unfortunately, they didn't make it through the pandemic last year, and the building is getting taken over by a new restaurant called Trio. Now, if you heard of Stone Harbor's Kitchen 330, the owners and chef of that place is making Trio their new home. And we're very excited for this restaurant because it's the first brand new restaurant in North Wildwood in many years. We're going to continue down New Jersey Avenue to 20th in New Jersey, because lately, if you notice, there's a ton of golf cart places opening up on the islands. And so this is one of two that's opening on the island. It's called Sunrays Beach Rentals. And besides golf cart rentals, they'll also do beach chairs, doing umbrellas, doing coolers, and things like that. So it's more than just electric cars / golf carts, but instead they're doing all of these beach needs. And I know a lot of people want to rent things for the day, and this is a great place to go ahead and get all of that. Now we're going to move over to the other side of the block to Five Girls Sandwich Shop. As you know, they were supposed to open last year, but unfortunately the pandemic had other plans for them. And so originally, them opening last year and last spring got pushed to them opening up this spring. And they'll be offering fresh lunch sandwiches and other lunch options. And one side note, I do want to send a thank you to them because during the pandemic, they're actually feeding a ton of our first responders. Next, we're jumping onto the boardwalk to Magnolia and the boardwalk because there's a new taco and margarita shop coming our way. That's right. Please welcome Poppy's Taco Shack. Now, this place is actually built by the people that own Captain Jack's. And so, with that being said, you do know the theming is going to be amazing, the drinks are going to be great, and so is the food. We're now going to jump a little backwards to Pine and Park Boulevard because there we're going to find our second golf car rental place. And this place has a very unique name. It's called Orange Moose Golf Carts. And they'll be not only doing golf cart rentals, but also electric bike rentals. Now, these bikes are called Pedigo bikes, and they're starting to become a trend here in New Jersey. I believe they have a location in Ocean City and in Cape May, so we're very happy to have them on the island. Now, heading back towards the boardwalk, we're gonna be at Wildwood in Ocean Avenue. This brand new place, it's called Nan and Pop's Kitchen. Nan and Pop's will be overtaking the old Lobster Shack, which is set empty for the past few years. And let's just say their menu is going to be something very different that you haven't seen on the island yet. The owners want to keep everything secret for now, but let me tell you, this place is going to be really, really good. Next, we're moving to Pacific Avenue, specifically the Wild Scoop location located at 3411 on Pacific Avenue because they're getting a massive rebrand to, ready for this, the 5 Mile Grind. It's going to be more than just ice cream. It's going to be specialty coffees with a mix of ice cream sandwiches. And let me tell you, I'm really excited to try some of their creations because some of them are extremely unique. Now, while we're on Pacific Avenue, we're going to move over to 3115 Pacific Avenue because there's a new crispy chicken place coming to the island called Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Now, this is a franchise restaurant. There's about 14 in our area. I know the closest one is in Cape May Courthouse. Now we're heading back to Roberts and New Jersey Avenue for the island's first Puerto Rican restaurant, Hatilo's Drive-In Restaurant. They will be offering amazing Puerto Rican dishes and Puerto Rican coffee. The owners pride themselves on not only using the freshest ingredients, but always preparing every meal from scratch. Now we're heading over to Rio Grande Avenue because if you drive down there now, you notice there's a ton of construction taking place. On the corner of Park Boulevard and Rio Grande, all the way heading up Rio Grande, you'll notice that the entire right-hand side is fenced off. Currently at that Riggins location, it's getting torn down to become a Sinclair gas station. Sinclair Gas has a retro aspect dating back to the early 1900s. During the 1950s and 60s, they made their day trips extra fun with the Green Dinosaur, and they hope to have this project done by Memorial Day weekend. Now, one side note is we're getting one of those giant green dinosaurs down here, and I love that. It's going to fit in so nicely with the do-up McDonald's across the street. On a side note about Rio Grande, a lot of people have questions about that long abandoned lot across the street from Wawa. Currently, at the date of this video, there is nothing planned or scheduled for that lot. Right now, they're still looking for a franchise to go there. Now we're heading all the way to Wildwood Crest for the last brand new business coming to the island, and that is Barry's Buns. Located at Cardinal in New Jersey, Barry's Buns will be bringing their famous sticky buns to the island. This will also be their first brick and mortar store. Up until this point, they've only been inside supermarkets. So we're so happy that they decided to choose Wildwood Crest as their first big store. So those are all the new and amazing businesses coming to the island this summer. I know I'm excited to try out all these places. I hope you guys are too, and I really hope you enjoyed our video today. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you guys on the beach. See you later. Bye.